Take one. Action. Every time I roll up, you be with the shits. Why I can't just chill without the other shit? You be all up in my phone when I put it down. I was about to get a 7, now I need an ounce. When I leave, you call my phone. When you coming back, wanna know my location like a Uber app. Wanna get high with my niggas while we talk paper. Roll it in the guava leaf for the raw paper. Eyes low.
What it is, what it do? Welcome back to another episode of Joint Conversations. It's your boy D.
And your boy AD and Marley.
And you know we back in the biddy. God blessing us to be here with y'all. You know, shouts out to everybody that's out there. It's good to see y'all. You know
that part. Hope this podcast reach you in good spirit and good health, all that good stuff. You know how it go.
Like he's good. You feel me? You gotta give the graces to God. You feel me? He's good. You're able to see your partner. You're able to see your peoples. You know what I'm saying? So,
able to walk freely, think freely, see freely.
You dig? So just give the glory to him. You feel me? How you feeling today, bro?
I'm good, man. I've been hanging in there, man. I've been having good, a lot of good energy been surrounding me lately. So I ain't been having much to complain about. I ain't been looking for much to complain about. So with that being said, like. Hey, I'm doing good right now. You?
Just chilling.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That is what's up, man. Shit starting to turn around these first couple months of this year for me now. Niggas was going through it, but it's starting to look up a little bit. So I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna try to keep pushing forward.
How you start is about how you finish.
About how you finish. Facts. Now, but I am far from finished. But the race has been getting better. I'm not in 9th place. Damn. I ain't. That wasn't no shade to nobody. Fuck. I love you, baby. Fuck. Damn, that shit just threw me.
This nigga funny,
that shit just threw me, dog. Goddamn. I ain't that. No pun intended for that one right there, man. That's all I'm gonna say for that. But yeah, man. Like,
hey, was there a versus after Fat Joe and Ja Rule? Was there a versus in between that? In between?
No, I'm not.
The next one that's supposed to be coming up after that is this Diddy and Jermaine Dupri shit.
I don't know. Sound like Diddy. Sound like Diddy don't want to fuck with Jermaine. Sound like Diddy say he want Dre. He say get Dre on the phone.
He said that, but I seen some post of Bad Boys versus So Def.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
I guess. But was that was the recent battle just Fat
that was the last? Yeah, that was the last battle. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I caught there's a.
What you think? Cause I think I don't remember because you never gave me a clear answer on who you thought was gonna take that in. I did, and I gave my clear answer, and who I thought was going to win ran away by a landslide, if I'm being honest.
What was your answer again?
Ja. Yeah, I knew Ja was going to take that. It's just too... I ain't going to say that. I ain't damn sure ain't underestimate Joe because I know the hits that he got and shit, but I don't know. When it come to, I guess, showmanship or performance...
Nah. That was one versus... I would say a nigga beat you hits for hits. And I'm not gonna say it was a 20 landslide, but
it wasn't a 20 landslide.
But it was a landslide.
It was definitely a landslide. It's a fact. It was definitely a landslide.
If I underestimated Ja, I'm sorry.
See, you gotta remember. I ain't gonna say most of Joe's hits. Yeah, I'm gonna say most of them was mid '90s, early 2000s.
Nah, because the ones that he dropped in part 2. That's why he said, "Don't worry about it. Like I'm playing a different game. I'm playing like Mayweather right now. I could go. You get what I'm saying?
He trying to scratch the fight out.
His opening wasn't strong enough. Because
those 90s hits. Those was that Flo Joe shit. Like
right. What he needed was his core fans to be in attendance.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
So just like a smack battle, crowd reaction is a lot when you watching it on YouTube.
It's a must.
If you're not there participating to give your real verdict, crowd reaction ends up being some type of influence to whoever's getting the crowd reaction.
Right.
Whether the bar is hitting or not. If that person got the crowd jumping, you like, hey.
He got that.
It looked like he got that one. That one looked like a big hit. Like if a nigga was boxing, Mayweather be getting tats, but just because a nigga looked like he hit Mayweather hard, they try to give him like, yo, look at this highlight. You know what I'm saying? But when you play the tape back, you got Mayweather got a nigga looking with the ugly to the side. Like he hit that nigga.
Niggas be thinking the niggas ain't them shits ain't landing until you run it back and you like, oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So with Joe shit, it's like, alright, you came out with shit that niggas in your hood was probably still bumping. Old heads that you cool with that was probably working that night still bumping. You feel me? Like niggas know them hits. You feel me? The legends know them hits. Niggas who's locked up know them hits. Niggas who's dead know them hits. But you got niggas. A young crowd, or you got whatever said crowd.
People who gonna feel that versus building up.
They the in between who probably familiar with it. But just as he came out here like, and I put this nigga on, and then he played pun shit. It's but a lot of people know you because of pun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
but if you don't like you said, that's why you said to the people who love real hip hop.
Yeah.
This is people who pioneers who actually go back and see the history and the music that niggas.
Joe is like the speaking of Diddy. Joe is like the Diddy that can actually rap. Cause Joe's done passed and actually put a lot of niggas on or behind a lot of niggas that's on now that can actually rap. And he could put out his own hits and shit, but he can actually rap too. Just like Diddy is behind a lot of niggas that's out. But niggas don't really like hold Diddy up to that as far as rap. Not music, but just him putting it out himself. Not producing. I mean him putting it out himself. So when it comes to Fat Joe, we know Fat Joe put out Pun. We know Fat Joe fucked with Remy. We know Fat Joe passed on a lot of motherfuckers. And I can't really think of some of the names right now, but Fat Joe passed on a lot of people that's thriving right now.
You feel me? And then you gotta remember the man also brought you Khaled.
True. Some say Khaled, some say Khalid.
The biggest in the game.
Yeah.
The biggest in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
I mean, Ja
you feel me?
Yeah. Ja ain't really put.
Ja came with
put that thing on his back,
and then the other accolade that he's holding, just as Jermaine Dupri trying to hold, nigga. I wrote a
lot of shit.
So you heard the girl singing it, but those were my words. You get what I'm saying? I just knew I needed a female vocal on this song.
Yeah. But then
when I broke this shit down, I knew that if she came in here, she could do this, and then, hey, you could get a little cut.
You get a little piece.
You can say your own shit, make your own verse. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to Ashanti, cause that baby, that.
Shouts out to Vita though.
True. Speaking of that, you saw the shit. You saw Fat Joe get in a little trouble by the words he used on the stage.
I didn't
pertaining to Vita and Lil Mo.
And you know it's crazy. You know it's crazy.
That shit was wild.
I was listening that night.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm smoking. I'm smoking and I'm listening.
Listening and smoking.
And I'm like, why?
Did you say?
But you know what? Honestly, I would say the reason why it came out like that is because
it's a hostile environment.
That's not even that. That's how it would be if niggas was on the block. You get what I'm saying?
That part.
So, in complete apology to what some like to label. They like to label. I said labor. They like to label it locker room talk. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just when niggas is talking shit. You get what I'm saying? Like
talking they shit.
You get some situations where niggas is talking and like, you feel me? I ain't gonna say wives, but you know your girlfriend. Niggas will probably say some crazy shit about your girlfriend. You get what I'm saying?
That part.
And you just gotta say something back about his.
That's it.
And then he gonna be like, well, shit, she not really my girlfriend. And then you can pick on that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, now you in love with a motherfucker, that ain't you?
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, but it's like, nigga, and mind you, when he first said it, this was before Ashanti came out. This was before either one of them used Ashanti, because Ja used her first, and then Fat was like, yo, come over here.
Come on this side. I told you. But Ashanti was gonna be all over that fucking thing.
Get to that part.
Yeah.
But you feel me? Like, when he said it, that included Ashanti.
You think
so?
You
know what I'm saying?
I mean,
because Ashanti didn't come out, and then she go back and said, "All right, well, you got one superstar, but you got all them other dusty hoes." He said all them dusty, all your songs got nothing but these little.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, well, maybe because
he was trying to say your catalog consists of you and these buzzing little shorties that ain't got no bread.
See, but he can't. But I ain't gonna lie though. That's the only reason I say he can't be referring to. Cause I don't know about the other two pockets. He nigga can't be referring to Ashanti talking about bread.
But in his sense, he's looking.
And she don't look
like
dusty or crackhead or hungry.
And again, he may not be talking about Ashanti, direct. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that boy was rough. That boy was rough for that one.
Indirectly, he put all of them in a group, and then he equate them to or compare them to how he got Remy. Yeah. Remy a boss. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like she.
The reason I feel like they ain't. I feel like he ain't put. I feel like Ashanti wasn't included in that because he said it right after the other two ladies got off like immediately.
Nah.
When they walk, when that
he said you gotta put some weight on like
when they got he was like you gotta put when they said when they was done singing that song by the time they was like man you gotta feed these women, John. you went to the and then I don't know
his word choice.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I think he was more saying like on top of you gotta put some bread in their pocket.
Yeah,
it's like they should be eating more than
it was yeah.
The song is this big.
Yeah,
kid, come on, you gotta put in the same sense of him saying like you gotta feed these shorties. Mm-hmm. Like you gotta go on tour, bro.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna say that to you in the midst of a competition.
But he should have because that would have been received better because it would have been more perceived as if he was telling Ja like nigga I'm a boss. Look at the women and you not a boss.
That is what he said. But he said it in a rough way.
That's what I mean. But he could have just said yo Ja, like.
This ain't the time for that talk. If I ain't gonna school you on stage like this,
if he could have just left that shit like man, if he'd have just because you gotta feed these women shit would have been okay if he would have elaborated with the women I fuck with rich, but you hit them with bitches and you hit them with crack houses.
He was saying that shit from the jump. This was before they even performed. He said you used to go to the crack house and find these girls, etc., or whatever. I don't even want to quote him, so let me scratch that. I'm not gonna quote him and say he went to the crack house to find no girl. That's not what
he said. You gotta go. You gotta
go watch it yourself and see what he said.
You gotta
but
go
certain
watch
things
it.
were said before then, and then they performed, and then he followed up with you gotta feed these, feed them.
You gotta feed these women,
you know what I'm saying? And you could take it in 46 different ways. Right. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna look at it in two ways. One, put some money in their pockets. Two, just being optimistic. My nigga, do you see what y'all just did? Yo, you could just do shows off of that song alone and put the bread in their pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I look at it like that, but I'm not gonna tell a nigga that shit on stage afterwards since I'm already cool with the motherfucker.
It's true.
I'm gonna talk to him and say, kid, look what you just did, bro. Like I know, but hey, nigga, I'm lit. I don't give a fuck. I've been cracked. You get what I'm saying?
Facts. I mean that exuded everything about Joey Crack, but it just happened to get him in a little hot water. That's it. It wasn't nothing. I mean, it wasn't nothing too. You know what? I can't say that because I mean,
right,
he said bitches. He said crackhead. He said hungry.
He said some wild.
That's a mouthful of shit, bro. That's a lot of shit to be saying, bro.
Where the L was solidified was one, the man who wrote all the songs, and two, when you turn around and said, "Hey sis, come over here." Dawes had to sit there and throw his hands on like, well, shit, I guess I might as well go over there too. Got to do.
You might well play my shit too. Fuck it.
You feel me? Like, I might as well just get up in here real fast.
Yeah,
dog.
It's the truth.
Nigga, hey, Ja.
Did that.
I rocked with you in the past.
Did that.
I forgot about you.
I can't.
As I grew up.
One thing about it, I can't.
And
listen,
that boy shit. That shit brought me back to like, yo, this was the essence of when, niggas found a way to write to shorties and like, where you used to boast but not try to be too gangster about it.
Yeah.
In certain songs. All the gangster songs and shit like that, like I never really gravitated to them, real shit. I ain't really gravitate to all of his gangster songs.
I ain't gonna lie. I was a Ja fan only because but I was put on to Ja just off of my sister being obsessed with the nigga. So I was able to hear not only the singles and shit, I was able to hear all the album tracks. You feel me? So I actually like some of Ja Rule non-singles. So it's like, yeah, I was a creative fan basically. It wasn't like
that nigga shocked me when he said he wrote Rainy Days.
Man, Ja Rule, man, listen, like, a lot of shit.
Shouts out to your genius.
A lot of shit that's on, bruh. Before not this phone, the last iPhone I had, man. Listen, Rainy Days. I mean, one day when I forgot why and when it crossed my mind. Man, I downloaded that fucking song. I think I listened to that song for like a week straight. And that was the only. I was at work on repeat, not touching the phone all day, 8 hours, 10 hours straight. Rainy Days, shower, Rainy Days. I forgot that nigga. Like, I ain't gonna say I forgot him, but I forgot how hard that verse hit because I was probably 13, 14 when it came out. So it was just good words. As a 30-year-old that done been through some rainy days, yo. Cause I'm a teardrop away from crying and a few shots away from dying. Dear Lord, would you swallow my pain? Let it rain on me. While I cherish the air I breathe. I'm an angel. They can't. Man, what the fuck? I done been through some shit.
I'm laughing, but only Lord knows why.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Nigga. That's a hell of a track. And Mary went in on that shit.
I gotta keep it G, dog.
What's that?
I sat there, dog brought that shit out like towards the end in part 2. He brought a little more back out. Where would I be? Oh, man.
Without you,
that
baby.
Song right there, nigga, that's all game, nigga. Like, nigga, what you talking about?
Yeah, need me to put it on you.
What would I be without food?
I ain't gonna lie. Only thing
about food.
Hey,
I know you tired being hungry. So put a cheeseburger on me. Yeah.
Niggas a remix of everything back in the days, bro. Only thing I ain't gonna lie. And this ain't no shade to nobody else, but that's my only thing I don't like. I mean, he was supposed to win, but that's the only thing I don't like about 50 Cent, bro. He destroyed a nigga career, bro, that I was into. Like, 50 Cent destroyed that man. I ain't gonna say he destroyed his career because along with the beef and all the legal shit that Murder Inc. was going through, kind of like crumbled the tower. But yeah, 50. I can't forgive 50. I can't forgive you for that, dog.
That was the time in hip hop.
I can't forgive you for that, 50, dog. I can't forgive you for that,
like,
dog. I'm hurt. I'm still hurt to this day.
If today,
we missed a lot of hits from Drop.
I ain't even gonna say today, but that's the thing with hip hop, dog. Like at that top, especially back then.
You at the top.
Yo,
right?
that top was that little pyramid shit was a little smaller. Now y'all niggas made it a stage. You get what I'm saying?
Niggas made it a whole building. Niggas made it a whole building instead of an actual pyramid. Well, one nigga could be niggas is on the top floor condo suites, penthouses.
So it's like when you see K. Dot, Cole, them niggas fighting for a top, they still on that pyramid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They still be playing on that platform.
Right.
They play on that court. Like when you play in my court, they play in Golden Court.
They
like,
play over there,
go over there.
Full court over there.
When you go to the casino, they play cards in the VIP section. You can't go over there if you got
second floor of Tootsie's getting shoulder up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But everybody else, they play
general population.
niggas try to get to the penthouse in the other game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if it was a penthouse game, Ja would have still been straight.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a penthouse game
back
then. It was a pyramid.
Yeah, and then like I said, that legal shit took him out the game for like he couldn't aside from making
50 made it hard for that nigga to make music, bro.
He didn't. It was but it wasn't that the fact that it ain't even about the responses of being in the beef with a nigga. It's about my label is going through legal issues. So even if I want to indulge in the beef or I want to just indulge in music, shit's tied up right now as far as legal fees and bread go. Like it was real strenuous shit going on. Like aside from
he lost by default to you.
Regardless, he was gonna. I ain't gonna lie. He was gonna lose anyway, but he couldn't even put himself in a position where it was gonna be like, yeah, fuck that nigga. I'm just gonna keep making music. It was more of I can't respond and I can't make music, which is why it took forever for the fucking Clapback song to come out. Remember when Clapback, it was like, nigga, you already lost this war.
By the time he dropped New York, the war was over.
It was already, that was it. You feel me?
And even when you dropped
not New York, Clapback, because New York, because remember, you got to remember, New York put Fat Joe and Jadakiss in the beef too. That beef was still brewing when that shit came out. That's still around the time when 50 was like, oh, you fucking with him too? Destroy. You fucking with him too? I got to come at you. You fucking with him? I got to come at you. The Clapback, I think the Clapback probably came, I don't want to just throw a number out, but I'm gonna say at least 2 years after shit had like Ja was quiet.
And you know it's crazy.
Like remember Ja came back. Remember Ja was the short nigga. Remember clapback Ja came back muscular. You feel me? War paint, looking like he ready for war. But it's like
That's when everybody started getting buff. And
you feel me? Nelly came back. So and at that time, Jadakiss hadn't already at that time 50 hadn't already been at beef with Jadakiss. Jadakiss made his clapback. 50 hadn't already shot at Fat Joe. Fat Joe made his clapback. And then 2 years after that, you want to make your clapback. It's like
come back like if you was locked up, niggas would understand.
Niggas understood, but you wasn't. You was going through some shit that you really had to really be quiet about. You couldn't just say, yo, we over here getting investigated for RICO and all this other organized crime shit and everything else. I can't really say nothing. You couldn't even come out and say no shit like that. You had to just let it go. So then when all that shit got over with,
you thought you let it go, you ain't let that shit go.
You ain't let that shit go. You come back 2 years later, it's like, we don't want to hear that shit. That's just like if we was to hear, even though they squashed their shit, it's just like, it was that same thing, even though it ain't take 2 years, when Meek took that little second to clap back at Drake, but it was like, yo, it's over with. We don't want to hear that shit right now. It's over. It's done for. You buzz right now. Like your shit ain't whack, but as far as this situation, it's over with. You lost that one. Keep it pushing. So, but yeah, man, that was a good verse. But okay, let me just ask you this, hypothetically, since we already talking about it, who you got? JD, Diddy, who you got? Who you got? Don't even act. I mean, who you got? JD, Jermaine, I ain't gonna, because people might think a nigga saying Jay-Z. Jermaine Dupri or Diddy? I'm gonna shock the world with my answer.
No, they're both great.
They're both great.
They're both great in what they do.
We gotta admit that they do two different things. Because I hold JD, even though he's a great songwriter, he got his name on a lot of shit, his hands on a lot of shit. It's mainly R&B. Diddy is all over the fucking place. So I gotta edge it out. This is why I gotta edge it out to Diddy, because Jermaine Dupri's songs is no less than what Diddy did, but it's just the genre and the people that you can't put Mariah Carey up to fucking Biggie. You can put it up to Mary J. But who you finna use Bow Wow for that Diddy produced? Nobody.
But he's gonna look at how big Bow Wow's records were and probably use that.
Yeah, that's a fact. They big. That's what I mean. They huge.
So,
who are you gonna put?
If a nigga like Diddy uses, his biggest artist, which would be
Biggie. You can't put Diddy. You can't put Bow Wow to no Biggie song.
Right.
That's what I mean.
I hear what you're saying.
Like
as far as like if this was a smack battle,
that shit gonna take strategy.
No, if this was a
smack battle.
A smack battle. Yeah,
Biggie chopping heads off.
This nigga here rapping against this little nigga here
chopping heads off.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if it's on some,
I mean, we did just watch Bow Wow kill some shit in the verses too.
So if it's on some, a nigga go and say, I get you, X amount of copies sold, this many time platinum, cool.
Facts.
Let me drop this one, bow, and then that shit, X amount platinum, X amount sold, mine beat yours.
But we ain't.
We're going off of a bias of what the people feel.
Yeah, that's
who
what
like the song more.
That's what the verses is. Verses ain't putting up stats like this sold.
But something like Diddy has to be a different verses.
Diddy gonna talk that because Diddy gonna make it known.
Not even Diddy himself.
80 million motherfucking records.
But okay, so you see what I'm coming in talking shit about.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm not the most gangster. I don't have the trap. I don't have the bitches. I'm coming to tell you I got the numbers.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. So Diddy versus Birdman, as far as catalogs,
that would be a little bit better.
Right.
That'd be a little bit better.
Diddy versus Dre, catalog.
That'd be a little bit
better.
Dre
is going to dig into some shit.
It's a fact. From all the way.
Diddy is hurt if he goes against Dre.
Yeah, it's over.
But he knows it's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one, but he definitely ain't fucking with Dre. Nobody's fucking. Dre would have to go, bro. Dre would literally have to go against the L.A. Reeds and the baby faces of the game, bro. Dr. Dre. But like,
I'm gonna tag you to this one
for real. Diddy, I ain't gonna lie.
I know you want Dre.
You gotta go, but I ain't gonna lie though. That's what the verse is about. It ain't about going below you.
Right.
It's about reaching up.
And my nigga said it.
You feel me?
We saying some shit, Diddy.
You feel we talking that shit now, Diddy. Now Diddy. I ain't gonna undermine you, my G, because I like that shit you talking to Jermaine. Jermaine ain't play a song that way. Jermaine say I'm not playing the song until sign the papers and I ain't.
Brother Love. He can't play the songs because he understands that outside of everything else, he got to make sure that everything's sanctioned by the queens that he work with. You get what I'm saying? He got Janet's and he got Mariah's and he got some icons that he can't just play they shit. You get what I'm saying?
He got
respectfully, he just can't play they shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Like you got to respect them. You got to make sure paperwork is signed so bread is disposed.
It's coming. Okay, yeah. But at the same time, when you talking
like you
about,
got a chick that got a Christmas song that will never die.
Yeah, but that's her Christmas song. We ain't talking about this shit. That's her shit. You feel me? He ain't gonna play her. He ain't gonna play that Christmas. So that's hers. But all that other shit that he could, all the shit that Jermaine could play, all that shit Jermaine could play is Jermaine's. So even if he was to play like her, it being her name, yeah. But yeah, this is my even though Mariah writes songs, this is my words. Like some of this shit is my words, and so fuck a clearance. Like,
all right.
And then we already know how Instagram and all the other shit do. They scream and shit. You feel me? So it's like, nigga, that shit get played, it's gonna get paid. You gonna get some money from somewhere. But my whole thing is like, let's make it just to fuck with it real quick. Okay, Mariah, Mary J. Like far as Diddy, Mary J. JD, Mariah, okay, those two, we could play songs for those. Biggie for Diddy, who the fuck is Jermaine gonna pull out of his bag to go against any Biggie song? Because it's for one, nobody is hardcore enough rap that Jermaine Dupri was dealing with. Like, far as crack rap, trap rap, street rap, Jermaine ain't really. What you gonna play? Money in the Thing? You can't play Money. If Money Ain't a Thing against Warner is not gonna win. Money Ain't a Thing against Juicy is not gonna win. Money Ain't a Thing against Sky's the Limit ain't gonna win. Like you can't beat Biggie. You can't beat Biggie.
This would be one of those things where if a nigga try to set a stipulation on
how many Biggie songs he can play. Like nah, nigga, you can't. You mutton it. You mutton it.
If that's the case, I could just come here and just play straight Biggie.
Straight Biggie.
You know what I'm saying?
But he can.
But listen to what I'm saying, because Diddy, if this is his actual opponent, right? If this is going to be his opponent,
right? Now
he is like, you going like Superman. I'm going to fight you accordingly. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Diddy Superman in this situation right now. In this fight,
so versus and JD Batman because he got all the gadgets and gadgets, but that shit ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't gonna do nothing to a nigga that can fly. Batman can't even fly.
I don't even know what superhero he is.
He gotta be Batman. Because we all say Batman got all the you feel me? He just a nigga with all the gadgets and gadgets.
We just gonna throw different genres together. He's Spider-Man. You know why? Because he's your friendly neighborhood superhero that did amazing things and can't always do amazing things. For whatever reason, he can't. He ain't gonna die. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He done did some great shit that done saved a lot of people.
Okay. Because you're right. Because even if he lose, he ain't gonna die.
You
got a point.
I get that. All that. You know what I'm saying? You play a big part.
That was bars, right? That was bars right there.
But Diddy's still Superman. DC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's still that guy.
I ain't gonna. I like the confidence, JD, and I respect it. But yeah. Off, like I said, nigga walk in there and play Life After Death for the first 10, 12 songs and it's over with. You go in there and play Warning, Juicy, Sky's the Limit, anything with Lil Kim.
See, but all right, so and then here's gonna be the other thing that somebody gonna try to hit Diddy with. They're gonna try to hit him with, you produce as far as executive producer, you found this artist or whatever type shit. But bro, that's his song. He wrote it. You feel me? That's him and that producer song.
But
then you got the other niggas that's gonna come in and argue. The whatever artists that haven't been paid by Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna be like, before you play them songs, them hits that you wanna play,
pay them people.
pay the bills. Like, let me get my bread first before you come out here telling niggas that this one of your biggest songs. You know what I'm saying?
I respect it, but
you got those stipulations that might, hinder a nigga.
Fuck that, man. Look,
I'm just. That's my presumption.
But that'd be some shit just to throw out there.
That's my assumption.
That's definitely some shit to throw out there. But like we all know, verses is about as long as your name on that shit, meaning produced or written. Now, not some shit that you were just in the studio for. Produced or written. But now, like JD said,
so that's
like JD said, nigga, Diddy not in the Hall of Fame of songwriting. I'm in the Hall of Fame of songwriting. Yeah, JD, I get that, but the songs that you wrote some of that shit don't hold a candle to what Diddy produced. Far as you got, like, we still ain't talking, like, okay, we got Chris Cross for J. Who the fuck? He ain't even play nothing. What you gonna play jump against? Nothing that Diddy ever made. Unless Diddy gonna play that B5 shit. Like, Diddy got, I ain't gonna lie, Diddy got this shit. It's not downgrading or throwing shade at JD. It's more on just the effects of the songs and about what verses is like. No disrespect, it's a hip hop. Like, you putting a hip hop person against an R&B in any given moment.
Nobody's seeing Dre.
Nobody fucking with Dre.
This is the overall message I want.
Nobody fucking with Dre, dog. That's why Dre ain't say shit yet. Like, nigga, go play.
You know what I got going on right now? You know I'm dealing with right now, fool?
Go play in traffic, B.
No, but not even trying to disrespect the
NWA. NWA. Some of the Chronic. Snoop.
Death Row.
Come on, it's over already. That's it. Game over. Game over. Eminem. Game is over. I don't give a fuck how motherfucker want to talk about Eminem.
Interscope.
It's over. Even
Interscope.
Even to now, we gonna Kendrick. Don't think, cause he quiet. He ain't got his footprint on Kendrick shit. He got a couple. He got his footprint on what that with the one of the women, I forgot that one. That one right there. It's like, come on, bro. And then not even mention all these rappers that be talking about how they be going over there to record shit for him. Now Dre fuck around and drop some unreleased shit that nobody heard yet. That got Kendrick, fucking Lil Wayne or some crazy shit on there, and we never heard it, but that shit go hit just because of the name on it, the beat, and the way it's produced. It's a rap. Let Dre sleep, man. Don't wake that giant up, please.
Y'all niggas ain't never played games with my nigga before. He ain't gonna play games now. You hear me?
It's a rap.
You ever seen 300?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you seen 300, right? The odds it was stacked up against them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Drop whatever the fuck you want to say in the comments. Follow us on Instagram at Joint Conversation Pod.
That part.
We are here. We out here. Drop whatever the fuck you want to say down here. DM us. Let me know what you think about what I'm about to say.
They finna say some shit.
Dre, the icon of icons, producer icons of icons. Granted, Diddy has Mary. He has Biggie.
The Locks that just muttered some shit.
You feel me?
Craig Mack. Escape or SWV, one of the two. I don't remember which one.
Okay, so we need to do some research on that. Diddy, I would love to know your catalog as far as all the hits that's out there, dog. Real nigga shit.
They everywhere.
I'm gonna do the research and make sure that I got it down pat.
Matter of fact, it's SWV. Escape was. You know what? I'm not even gonna put no. Yeah, go ahead though. Keep going.
All right. You feel me? You got some names.
He got some shit under his belt now. New edition.
Some real good shit, man.
The later new edition, not the old new edition, but the.
Well, you can stop me.
Go ahead, talk your shit. You know I'm gonna stop you.
Dr. Dre. Versus Cash Money Records.
Ooh, Dr. Dre versus Cash Money Records.
Dr. Dre versus Cash Money Records. That means the entire catalog.
The entire catalog of Cash Money.
The entire catalog of Cash Money Records from Juvenile to Hot Boys to Drake.
You really want to do that?
It's only 20.
Yeah, that's a lot of people argument. It's only 20 now. You right.
It's only 20.
You right. But I'm gonna say.
Hey, listen. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
Listen. Hear me out now.
But Dr. Dre had some of the best history of all time.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna let you finish. Though.
Oh my God.
I'm fucking with you.
I can't take that away.
I'm gonna let you finish.
He has my favorite. Mm-hmm. But the other nigga has my other favorite.
Respect.
You have to.
It's all about
you gotta understand when you going against Drake. It's like you about to go against.
You gotta have a good strategy. It's about because only 20 songs, like you said.
You about to go against a fusion of Ali, Tyson, Mayweather versus
Joe Frazier,
Roy Jones Jr., Canelo.
Damn, how knew you from the name all of them? I called out all 6 of them names.
That's what Dre versus Cash Money would be, because that's why I mentioned 300. Mm-hmm. Dre has a
slew,
an artillery of artists to shoot at you. Them niggas are gonna try to just use 3. They're gonna use Hot Boys, but they're gonna try to just use Wayne, Nicki, and Drake.
Ooh, yeah, you fucked me up with that one.
That's what my analogy of the 300 fight. Yeah, Dre's Persian. Yeah. Birdman is Spartan. It's Sparta.
Yeah, you just fucked me up with that one. Cause I just before I get to your point, cause you fucked me up with that one, because I just saw some shit with Birdman was like, nigga, Wayne can only go against himself, and he kind of got a point. Cause I don't see nobody. We both said it. We both agreed on that. Lil Wayne versus Lil Tunechi. Cause I don't see nobody in this rap game, if it ain't Drake, going against that nigga. But
even when Drake stands up and say, yo, all right, I'll go against my brother. Nigga, sit down. I got more hip hop songs than you.
It's gonna be a hard fight.
What you mean hard fight? I got more hip hop songs than you. Sit down.
It's gonna be a hard fight.
No.
You still gotta remember how. You gotta still remember the demographic. I'm not arguing. You gotta remember the demographic of who's gonna be watching the verses.
Oh my God.
You still gotta remember the
but it's Wayne.
You still gotta
Wayne isn't like 1993 rap.
But he's early 2000s, and half of those people still. You gonna find them motherfuckers that still gonna love more of Drake these recent shits.
But here's my point.
And you still gotta.
Here's my point, right? Here's my point. Drake gonna drop some shit. What you think? Wayne gonna be like, okay, well, let me play this one, How to Love. Nah, I don't want to play How to Love. You know why? Because I got shit that goes back to Fireman. I got shit that goes back to
Yeah.
I could go back. You get what I'm saying? But then even when I stand in front of you with the modern shit, it's still hip hop. I'm not gonna sing to you.
Yeah.
So you can't beat me in that fight. That's why I gotta go against myself.
Yeah.
Just as Drake would possibly, if he's not going against a pop artist, he would have to go against himself. Like a nigga would have to hit him with and really have the crowd stadium pack type shit, and then do like Drake versus Taylor Swift and see how the crowd go crazy, or Drake versus Justin Bieber and see how the crowd go crazy. You get what I'm saying? Or Drake versus Kanye, which was trying to go on now, but it's like a weird crowd reaction type shit. Like, let me do a show, then you do a show, and we run the numbers and watch the tapes and some shit.
We run the volume of the crowd reaction type shit, see who got louder.
But if we talking about shows, ain't nobody really beating Travis Scott, so you have to do Travis Scott versus Uzi. But then niggas gonna be like, them niggas not even really rappers.
Yeah, you going too far now.
You feel me? Like, I gotta break shit down for niggas, because niggas don't be thinking, son.
Relax,
niggas don't be thinking, son.
Slow down,
like, showmanship is heavy.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
So it's like, what you really asking for when you call Wayne? It's the same shit you asking for when you call Drake. Who do you really have for these niggas besides these niggas going against each other?
But off of that, we've been talking about that long enough.
Man, sometimes we gotta keep things positive, dog, because there's a lot of fucked up shit going on in the world.
That part. Every day we turn around and some fucked up shit going on. You can take your pick, man. Take your pick. You got niggas playing with kids. You feel me? You got women going missing and you feel me? Coincidentally, it's held to a higher regard if they're a certain color other than another color. So like, you can take your pick. I mean, which one where you want to go with it, man? You want to talk about these high school creeps?
I gotta address the
high school creeps?
Yeah, I gotta
talk about the creeps.
Bullshit. Hey, listen, man.
Let's talk about the high school creeps playing around with kids. Not only students and young women, but people that trust them. People that they supposed to be protected.
Come on, man.
Like, so people that don't know, a grown man, employee of a school that's gonna go unsaid, because I'm not mentioning them. Is accused of molesting and raping and forcing himself on his own goddaughter, which was a student of the school. Now, it's been a while since we talked about one of these shits. We always said it was becoming a thing. It's been about a month, only about a month, and now it's getting closer to home. First we was talking about the government niggas, and now it's closer to home. We talking about the regular 9 to 5 employees in your neighborhood, on your block. Fucking with these kids, bro. Let's get into it, man.
Listen.
Fucking sick. Stop. You need some help. Gee, it's not no laughing matter, but bruh, like, come on, bro.
Man, listen, dog. Nothing make sense
anymore.
Bit my damn tongue. Nothing makes sense.
Yeah.
When a grown ass man is looking at a kid and thinking like, yeah, no, nigga.
Thinking like, yeah, any grown man, any grown man saying, oh yeah, she wanted it, nigga, you are sick, bro.
Like I was thinking earlier, right? You know why, some niggas be going so crazy, or not even some niggas go crazy, but why certain artists or certain people in the limelight, when they become of age, like things become like
different,
a lot different for them. It's not solely because, hey, now that I'm old enough, I want to do this, but it's more so many weird motherfuckers was watching you while you were growing up.
They're waiting
for this moment, and now whenever you do something completely normal, because you're of age, it's blown up bigger than what it needs to be, and it's like, it doesn't have to.
What the fuck was that about? Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was the weirdest revelation that I caught, and that shit came to me this morning, bro. First thing this morning. Like, you watching little girls grow up, just so that when they get of age, you can gawk at them like, oh my gosh, wow.
Shit,
and it's like, do you not realize that you was, you feel me? Like,
at this point, they're not even waiting. The feeling that
you having now, you was having it before, but it wasn't really, you couldn't really apply it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Or
you was probably applying it mentally, but you looked at it like, oh, it's more fantasy, so I'm not worried about it. But you don't realize that you're applying those fantasies to a child.
At this point, niggas not even waiting. Niggas is going for what they know, for what they want. Niggas is not even waiting.
No, but in this case, it's even worse because he actually went after this little girl.
Right. He
lured her in. Actually fuck with the little girl when she's a little girl.
Lured her in, called her up, told her to pull up. And when she pulled up not for, you feel me, sexual activities. She pulled up thinking she was going to receive something from him as a gift, I believe, or something. And when she gets there,
I got candy lure.
Like, come on, if this is supposed to be your supposed goddaughter or somebody that you call her up talking about, yeah, I got something to give you, I got something for you, blah, 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 and she pulls up and now you throw it, you do this, you force yourself, you are sick.
Like, to what desire does a grown man have with a child though, dog?
These people are sick, and then and you feel me?
Like, you a grown ass man, bro. Not even like, I ain't even gonna hold you and sit there and say like you a dub. You 21, 22,
right? And
you still having these weird high school, energies of swinging by, looking at your little homies or whatever the case is. Girls that knew you, that's probably seniors now, whatever the case is. You feel me? Like, don't know what to tell you. You feel me? Like you should have adapted or start pushing, a little further. But
yeah,
nigga, you a whole 30 plus.
Sick ass nigga, dog.
I don't care what you seeing every day, dog. Like you gotta beat that, homie.
Niggas sick, bro. Niggas is sick.
You got faculty you can look at.
For real, you got faculty and going to high school, nigga knew it was some bad teachers and office workers, nigga. You around here looking at kids, like being a student. I remember being a student looking at the older. So even to tell me I'm a student looking at the older women and you a grown man looking at
my colleagues.
What the fuck? In what world does that make like? You niggas need help, and
to the whoever's that know these niggas are weird and don't say shit, or not so much just say shit, but don't try to correct dog, or holler at kid and tell him tighten the fuck up or
fucking tighten the fuck up, nigga. Get the fuck on.
Even on top of that, like
you don't need to be working in this field,
right?
Get the fuck on.
Like dog, go be a security guard at a club. Maybe
at least change. At least you still gonna be a creep because you not only did you, it's not like you had willing sex with the girl, you forced yourself on. So even if she a grown woman, you still gonna get charged with rape because you just a fucking creep ass nigga. Now with that being said, you got people that I don't know if you saw it, but the young lady went live. You feel me? And she. I'm not gonna say it was in the, I don't know what the fuck the situation was. I saw a little clip of she was on live fussing, cussing, arguing, whatever the case may be. And you got people saying because she reacted that way and she acting that way is that she wanted it or she knew what she was doing or she quote unquote deserved it or she didn't get raped. Like
you got some foul people in the world that really do look at some women and feel like at any fucking point in time in whatever circumstance in they had they could justify saying that they deserved it. At no point in time.
My whole
does
thing
a woman deserve to be forced to do anything like that?
What does a young woman fussing, cussing, and arguing got to do with her being forced or raped by a grown ass man? Especially arguing, fussing, and cussing after being attacked or abused that type of way. What is she supposed to get on that shit? Y'all so used to seeing black women broken that when they not reacting in a broken way, far as being fragile and timid and not wanting to speak, you don't know how to take it. So now if she deserved it because she's fussing and cussing and she angry, that shit makes no sense. And then the crazy part is, yeah, that's the ice cream truck, y'all. And it's 6 o'clock. I think they selling drugs. Ain't no kids out right now. But anyway, but nah,
what the fuck was that?
Bro, that fucking ice cream truck be riding around all night. Ain't no fucking kids be out, man. That is a mobile drug service. I ain't snitching though. But but nah, what? And yeah, like like I say, I'm gonna get into like people be like, oh, men don't protect us no more, as far as women, and we this and we that. But as far as what I was just speaking on, you got women that's saying, oh, this young whatever did or she wanted it. Like, what about your part? What about your part? Why is everything that happens? And granted, y'all act like it's not. You have disgusting ass people out here. On both sides of the fence, on both sides of the spectrum, gender wise, male and female. Mm-hmm. But and granted, this is about a grown ass man doing some sick and nasty shit. So we gonna keep the focus on him. Mm-hmm. But we also gotta mention and throw in the fact that you got women that shun or that help or damn near push away a young girl that needs some help in this type of situation. So since she's on live, clearly misguided, clearly hurt and upset, so you take it upon yourself as a black woman or a woman period to share it and say, oh, she deserved it or she wanted it. Ain't no fucking way she was raped. She grown as fuck.
Oh, this is not the comments. This is like how a person shares the video and put it in the caption. Like,
yeah, and comments and all that shit. So it's like,
oh no, dog. Listen, man,
I ain't never seen a person get beat up unless they just timid. I ain't never seen a person get hurt and whatever and take that shit lightly, bro. So if as a young girl being raped and then she got to go back to this school, and she's on live talking about how because he's a coach, the football team picking on her. They all in group chats talking about how she wanted it. All talking about how she need to pull up on them, how they got this much ever money to do whatever they want to do to her. How's she supposed to react to that? Is she supposed to get on live? Y'all so used to seeing women crying and being soft about the situation that when one is not being soft about it, y'all don't know how to take this shit. Like, come on, let's be for real about it now. Like, and y'all say and on the flip side, just to elaborate, a woman, as a woman, you can sit there and say she deserved it because she fussing and cussing. But if a man was to say that same exact thing for that same exact reason, you gonna say this is the problem with the world. Because everybody got some type of part they gotta play in this shit.
Listen, man, it's just sad to
Sad
see.
As fuck.
It's just sad to see that in situations that you should show compassion, and then of course look at everything from all angles. Make sure that all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted. But at the same time, you still gotta empathize with somebody who wasn't happy with a situation that left them physically
tormented, hurt.
You feel me? Like,
you feel me? All that trauma man. Come on, bro.
If the shit went down, how she said it went down, and that's why she, spazzing, then so be it. So to those who automatically believe the story first, then yeah, we understand. Like, yo, she was upset. She gonna speak her piece. You feel me? Niggas is trying me right now. Niggas disrespecting me. God forbid a story comes out and there's some type of opposite to it. Now it's like, all right, she's a good actor. Somebody give her a role. She deserves it. She deserves an Oscar. But if that ain't the case, that ain't the case. And if you can't,
and if you don't know the real case, you can't call it.
You feel me? So everybody gonna always have their opinions, though. That's
nigga can't call it, but all on all spectrum. It don't even matter, bro. At her being 16 and dude being in his 30s, even her so-called wanting it or inviting it, she's fucking 16.
So you at 35.
You at 30. What
decision did you just make?
Exactly.
That made sense.
You letting the 16-year-old decide for you, basically, as a grown ass person. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Come on, dog.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. It's a lot of sick shit going on in the world. It's a lot of bigger things going on in the world. Sorry, let me run that back. I did not mean bigger things as far as that's not big enough, but as a grown ass man, you need to be worrying about some other shit and not creating unnecessary turmoil for a young girl that's gonna grow up and witness other shit. She's 16. She got a whole life ahead of her to witness other traumatic shit. And for you before, she don't need you adding on to what the fuck she finna experience in her life as a black woman. She don't fucking need your help, bruh. Like, tighten the fuck up. Like, we got, like,
the fact that you fucking supposed to be her people's is what makes it even sicker. And I'm not gonna say for the most part, but that's usually what makes these situations so sick. Like, dog,
because it may be the closest ones to you. It be the closest people, bro.
It makes you think like niggas don't want to move on a mindset of I can't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? So when you make me not be able to trust nobody, you
look at me like, why you don't trust me? Why you so close? You don't even fucking understand.
It's like this right here is the reason why I don't want to trust nobody. Hey man, you can just drop her off in my crib. Fuck you.
The bullshit.
My bad, but
nah,
you feel me?
You right. I might turn the levels up on that part.
Nigga like instantly like, yo, what type of weird invitation is that, my nigga? What the hell you want to watch my kid for? Like, no, I'm just saying, if you want to go out, you got some shit to handle. I don't mind watching them, fool. Like, I love kids. Fool, you don't have no kids. Nah, but I can babysit my nigga. Like, what you think? I can't babysit, dog? I'm not necessarily saying that. It's just weird. This is not a TV show. There's no cameras that's gonna watch you guys while y'all just sit here and oddly have conversation and watch TV. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
yep.
I was straight.
Yep. She got enough shit to go through. Like granted, and God forbid, and thank God she didn't go fucking missing because nobody heard nothing about it. Nobody heard shit about it if she ain't go missing. But we know how that shit go when it come to these type of these women of women of color. We know how that shit go.
Yep.
When we tend to go through all the same traumatic shit that other people, other lifestyles go through, it gets, swept under the rug, forgot about, hidden, all that good shit. And
man, we're gonna call it what the fuck it is, all right?
Well, we're gonna call it what the fuck it is. We're gonna call it what it is, man. It's fucked up. That's what it is. Cause
it's just affecting my home, all right? I having conversations with my wife. She's looking at me like I got no heart, like I got no soul. She knows I got the biggest heart. Okay? She knows I got the biggest heart. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my little Denzel on.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Get in the character.
What? You gotta understand me now.
I'm listening. I'm with you. Trust me.
If a black girl goes missing, only people really looking for her is her parents.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, gonna say black people. Only her parents. It's a fact.
Nobody is really running around, you see. Nobody's running around looking. We wondering.
But we ain't looking. Bars. Talk that
Everybody's
shit.
wondering
Talk that
where
shit.
she at.
Ain't nobody wandering around looking.
But nobody's wondering.
Talk that shit.
To find where she at. You get what I'm saying? But when a white girl go missing,
the fucking world stop.
Although it's in the news, it's not only in the news because it's in your national news and you heard about it in your city, your state. It's in the news because these niggas are making a ruckus outside looking for her. Now, I'm not taking away to say community to community, yo, we triple, we got to do better. We all know that shit. Done saying it. But what I will say is, when we do contact other sides, when we do contact those that can help, when we do contact everybody and say, hey, help me put an ad out, help me ask some questions, let me get my shit out, give me 15 seconds just to ask somebody, have you seen her?
Windows rolled up, silence.
Niggas, we talking numbers? We talking prices? I gotta pay for airtime? Is it really that worth it to me? Are we playing that game? Are you part of the ransom too? Like, god damn.
Yeah.
It's somebody that's missing, and granted, a lot of people can go missing. You get what I'm saying? But
it's about the way the high regard that certain shit held to. Considered to the other shit compared to the other.
Now, granted, if it is a numbers game, you get what I'm saying? Like the family paid to get an ad out for them to really do it, or is it the police are so concerned that this thing made headlines? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they worry about how they looking.
There's 2 ways to do it.
Yeah.
But either way, I holler at both of y'all, and y'all make it difficult because I'm not gonna say y'all not doing y'all due diligence, but y'all not moving loud enough. Versus how y'all would move if it was a white girl.
Right. Before you continue, let me stop. Do you think that a motherfucker should have to pay for a spot in the newspaper to talk about a missing child? Before you continue with your point, like even if it is a numbers game, if my child is missing in the community, why shouldn't you just?
I don't believe so.
Fuck this score section.
Listen. I don't believe so, but at the same time,
you get it.
It's business.
Yeah, I get it, but
so. They have their section. They have a section, or sometimes they have a whatever the case is. But
I just feel like some of that shit.
It's like, and I don't knock it. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a business. Right. It's just like if your dog go missing, you could get an ad in the paper.
That should be something you should have to pay for. That's a fucking dog.
But I'm just saying, in general, either way, you want to bring attention to other people with this thing that you want to put in the paper. Right. That's the only objective look that they have to it.
Right.
So no matter what the content is, you're paying to see, and if it's cool, if it's within our guidelines and shit like that, we put it. If it's not, we can't.
We can't. No matter what.
But if you pay for it, regardless, if it's in our guidelines, we could. If it's not in our guidelines, no amount of money gonna make us post this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how their business is set up. But you can still post those shits all over. So now, say for example, you're a father looking for your daughter, and it's only been about, let's say, roughly 12 hours. You feel me? From that night to that morning, you wondering where the hell she at. And that 12 hours turned to a whole 24.
They're going to actually wait another 12 before they even say anything.
No, but I'm saying it's almost going another 12. And now you riding around the city looking crazy and shit like that, trying to see if you can find her. Then, when that 24 hit, now, you go and you print out some forms and some paperwork, and now you walking around asking people like, yo, y'all seen her? Y'all seen her? Y'all seen her? Y'all seen her? Now you becoming a disturbance. Some people gonna holler at you and say, yo, what you got going on? Now I ain't gonna pull up what happened. A lot of people are saying that, you're knocking door to door, trying to figure it out. I'm looking for my daughter. Okay, well, you can't really do it this way. Well, I don't know what way to do it. You feel me? Okay, so, we go to the station. We could, all right, cool, we gonna do that. We do the station thing. Y'all boys tell me y'all gonna look for her. In the meantime, I'm finna be running around the city, probably gonna get a litter charge because I'm putting up her poster everywhere.
Right. The facing property and shit.
Right. But if I pay for a billboard, I could put it up where niggas can see it on the highway. But because I ain't got no bread, I gotta do it, on the ground. Now, when I keep getting in trouble looking for my daughter, the news will either come see that, hey, there's a missing person, or there's a guy getting in trouble for a missing person.
But
they just looking for the story that's worth hitting the airwaves.
And the story won't be that he's in trouble. The story is going to be that he's in trouble looking for him. It's not going to be the missing person, which is ultimately the whole point. You're going to get 30 seconds of a guy being in trouble for looking for his missing daughter, and nobody going to even know the daughter's name.
It's going to become more of a situation where it's like, okay, so was he right or was he wrong? Should he get a lawyer? Okay, so the lawyer is speaking on his behalf. This man is missing his daughter, and he's trying to fight for his life because he posted a bunch of pictures. And now the court case is going on, and now we got to figure out whether or not he's going to beat the case that he got for the.
And all this time, and like
the daughter's still missing.
All this time, the daughter's still missing. That's why I mean the story is going to ultimately go from missing daughter to guy causing a disturbance, and God forbid he's black with a record.
You know what I'm saying?
God forbid. It's like it's so fucked up. The thing is, I'm gonna be clear about this because people they love to do this. Arguing for our equal shit is not trying to push the other people to the wayside. We asking for the equal. We asking for the same respect. We asking for the same reaction. We're not telling you to lessen your search for another girl that's another color or something. We telling you to exude the same efforts and the same resources that you use to find this person that's ultimately and you feel me, my condolences to her. She's gone, so it's like she has no way to find anybody, so y'all really had to go looking and searching because this is a silent person. It's not like they somewhere making noise hiding out. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you had to do your due diligence. You got a search team together as well as the police together to go find somebody that's missing. And you feel me? My condolences. Unfortunately, she's passed and all that other stuff. And you need to find out the creep that did that shit. But when it's a woman of color, you don't get that. You don't exude them same resources. You don't do some of that same shit. And some of that stuff, it's business. Some of that shit should be. That's when people lose the humanity in certain shit because it's just business. Yeah. That's some humanity shit. It's like this person, this child, this woman is missing. This young boy is missing. Let's find we can exude certain shit, or we can print more. Like I said, fuck the score section. It's sports. It's gonna be on TV anyway, of the newspaper, or it's gonna be on TV, or fuck the sports section of the TV or the news actually on TV. Talk about something for real. Like if 9 out of 10, if we watching it, we don't even need to see the sports section. And half time you're gonna talk about it for only 2 minutes. Why not give those same 2 minutes, that extra 2 minutes, to this missing child? That's it. Especially in you talking about news in my community. News, what it is, news. What the fuck news stand for? Weather, sports, entertainment. Entertainment. I forgot what the N is, but entertainment, weather, and sports. I don't give a fuck about that if it's a child missing in my neighborhood. Simple, like, come on, bro. I mean, well, not you, but come on, y'all. Shit got to get better, bro.
Y'all can cause mass hysteria over little shit.
Over little shit. Oh, and not to even mention, like you said,
it's like,
y'all got don't let a dog go missing. Oh, don't let a dog go missing or get stolen. Oh, you gonna hear about that on the news. You gonna hear about that shit on the news. It's countless of times I've seen more segments of dogs missing than actual killings, unfair killings, missing children, kidnappings, and rapings. I've seen more dog issues than that, and I know for a fact this other situation got way more than fucking. Oh no. But that's and all in all, this shit need to be fixed. Like, we gotta protect. Aside from protecting kids altogether, we gotta protect these women, these black women, these black boys, because After and just so I don't think it's a coincidence that the fact that after they found the young lady and everybody go to saying talking about how we got all these black kids missing, now all of a sudden y'all found the black boy a couple days later.
He was missing before her.
Yeah, he was missing before her.
But you see now, the only thing that I can say is the only perspective that I really want to give it is the fact that we didn't know about the case.
About the girl or
about the boy?
Shit, I did.
How long ago?
It's been about a month.
Oh shit!
It's been because
I didn't know.
It's been, but you know why and it's not. The crazy thing is, it's never. People like to scream like, oh, nobody fight. It's because people don't know, and it's the reason because people don't know is because the media makes sure. I'm not gonna say they make sure, but they're not making a valid effort to make people know. There's no reason why a black boy missing shouldn't be on the news every day for at least a minute to 2 minutes.
See, but the bigger thing that really brings it to light that most people look at it and say or wonder like, man, why what missing white woman syndrome really is more so of when the white girl go missing.
Everything's
national news picks it up.
Right. CNN.
So it's not saying
Fox.
that when the black boy was missing that his local news station wasn't still talking about it on a regular basis.
It's more of on the low scale.
It's just his local news. You feel me? Like probably Tri-City area is reporting on it.
Okay, I
thinking that he can only be missing within this area type shit.
Right.
But if national news is saying that the girl was from here, but
she was missing
over here,
okay, you're right.
Like, all right, everybody has to be on alert.
I got you.
But at the same time, it's the energy that is given.
Right. It's given off of we don't give a fuck, or we give less of a.
And it's like, I don't want to like it drains me in a sense of knowing that, even when news do come out and say 80 plus odd females went missing in DC in a month, you ain't hear a word. But now you hearing about these sex trafficking things that's being busted.
Right.
And y'all still don't hear a word. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not national news. So national news be on some like...
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm not even just national news or local news. It's like nobody's really talking about it unless it's that city, I guess. If that city talking about it. Now, if it's not, and that's because all this shit's supposed to be covert. Right. Then cool.
I just think it's crazy that as much as this sex trafficking stuff goes on and these kids go missing during sex trafficking and shit, I believe that any kid go missing should be a national issue because you don't know where these kids can end up at. It only takes your biggest state, which is what might be Texas to Cali. It only take less than a day to get out of it. So if my kid been missing for a day, it should be national news. At least we allow it to, like, if it's not national news, then at least allow it to grow.
But you know what it is? It's as far as it's as far as how far the investigation goes. So if you feel like your jit missing and you don't think that your jit necessarily been missing, and nigga just skated with him. It's more of a he in the cut, he's somewhere in the neighborhood. Then they're gonna keep it in the neighborhood search first. Where was the jit last? All right, we're going to hit over here. We're going to circle the block. We're going to keep this shit at a 30 block radius. He's a little kid. He can't get far. Right. All right, boom. We got camera over here that says somebody picked him up. The car drove over here. All right, so we got to stretch out a little further to see if we see the car in this area. And then as they do their due diligence, okay, so one camera caught it going out of town. So now we're contacting the next city over, the next state over. So it's as it grows.
We all know that.
The syndrome is how fast the response is.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. Because as we all know, especially with local news, the longer it goes, the shorter the time gets on the news for it. So you might start off with your 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 weeks later, you're gonna have about 30 to 15 seconds, if even that. You might have like 30 seconds, because 15, I mean, that's a little extreme. Anybody can say nothing for 50, but as time goes, especially if you're not forking over the money, like you said, it's a business. That time lessens and lessens. So it's like it doesn't grow and grow like recently they just found allegedly found one of the boys responsible for the shooting at the banquet hall. But we haven't heard nothing about that since then.
It's an investigation. There's nothing to hear.
I mean, if we look at, I mean, of course, that's a
different
story. That's an investigation. They don't want to put too much information on and let the motherfucker know, yeah, we on to you. Type shit, so I get stand silent. I get that.
But not
one.
even that.
But
It's just
a lot,
like Nine ain't really got to keep talking to the media about what's the progress that's going on. Of course, the family wants to know, so the family might know. If the family have an attorney who really want to be boastful and saying, okay, we might be able to crack this case or whatever the case is,
of course, fuck
then he gonna get.
I was just using that as an example. Of course, I get it, but that's
in times of when Nine got to do their work. They gotta do their work.
They gotta stay silent because they don't, like I said, they don't want to be on the news like, yeah, so we got these crews,
that was the way that I used to always think about as far as like how Congress is ran, or like not Congress, but how like the presidency is ran and shit like that. Like, well, you gotta get on TV and you gotta speak on shit. The next move you gonna make and shit like that. Unless you a slick talker, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, why you gotta come up here and tell anybody anything, fool? Like, I don't see you doing the Omaha.
Yeah, because we actually,
audible, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, eventually we learn that all this shit is a game. So
we gotta tell the people and let the people know what our next one. So you know what? Tonight we just sent over X amount, or they're not gonna get the information before we send the information to the people because we gonna get them.
Right.
Why would you tell me that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just let me know that the shit was situated, and that's that big brother hand. You feel most people don't be wanting to know what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's like at the same time, you gotta understand how you're distributing information now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
shit get dangerous.
Shit get out there too quick.
Yeah.
There's a leak on Twitter. There's a leak
shit.
here. Emails got out. Somebody seen the photos and know now. Okay, they looking for him, so he got that jug on us and he ran away.
I mean, certain shit should still.
What you're worried about? What you're looking at is more of a media attention on. You know, it's been a month since the XY shooting. We have to make sure that we keep reminding the kids, like, let's stay out of it because remember, a month ago, a child life was lost.
It's more of a be careful or be on alert type of thing. You don't want granted, you might have your parents or your people that they're not so tied into what's going on, so they might think their kids are safe to move freely. This shit need to be known, like, yeah, kids going missing out here. Make sure you keep your kids on a tight leash.
But that's just like what they said in Paid in Full. Niggas die every day, B.
No,
people know that.
People know that.
So niggas die every day. People go missing every day. You have to be careful, stay prayed up, and get back to the crib.
Yeah, but people tend once people get caught up in life, you know how that shit go. People get caught up in life. That shit tend.
You see how I move, nigga. I can't tell you.
Yeah, I know, but people get caught up in life, and people get caught up in so much in providing and protecting their kids that they forget to provide and protect for their kids, if that makes sense. So I'm so busy providing that I forget how to protect because I'm providing. So now it's like, so sometimes you might need that tug on your shirt, like, yo, some fucked up shit going on here, bro. It ain't all about work. Watch your kids. You need a little tug sometimes, bro. That's all is it. Because it's like sometimes people might get so caught up in other shit. Cause I'm focused on going to work for 10 hours, making sure I gotta pay these bills. Like at work, I'm already thinking about the check that I'm getting next. Gotta go to these bills. Gotta go to what my kid need. I'm not even, and then I gotta think about, okay, what I'm gonna cook when I get to the crib. Then I get in the car, it's like I gotta make sure I drive safe, make sure nobody fucking with me. Mm-hmm. Then I get to the crib. Alright. Then when I get to the crib, it's more of a, oh, my shit ain't here. Yo, where you at? Are you alright? Alright, cool. Hang on the phone. It's not more of a, yo, where you at? You straight or it's not even more of, it's just like, yeah, it's the check-in shit. Okay, I got my jig good. That's not technically protection. So shit get a little, and then when a parent do pay attention to the media, instead of seeing shit that might be more important for on the humanity level, let's not even talk about, we're not even gonna do the race for right now. We're gonna get into on the humanity level, instead of talking about something that really matters as humans and safety and respect and all of the other shit, you want to talk about some bullshit, or you want to talk about some shit that's not even of our issue. You talking? There's no reason why if you got 100 kids going missing every day that I should know about anything in a whole other country.
Unless that affects your country.
Half of the shit. True. But half of the shit that affects our country is only affecting our country because our country like to put our nose in shit.
And then at the same time,
you feel me?
At the same time, and I get everything that you're saying. Like,
we like to put our nose in shit that has nothing to do with us, and then it becomes our problem. So now we got to give a fuck about it. A lot of that shit.
It's not so much you don't have to do this. And sometimes it be also like small ripple effect, but a ripple effect because we do the rock in the pond in the first place.
Right.
So even if that shit wasn't our fault, like in our time, at some point in time, is the reason why we still keeping up with this shit.
It's like granted, it's only been a couple of days, but it's like shit been quiet about that border, and now I'm hearing 15,000 people gone already from where the fuck they went in a couple of days. Where they went? How they disappeared that long? And then instead of talking, just to bring it back a little bit, so you got people on the border being abused and mistreated and all this other shit and being, you feel me, being humiliated and shit, some inhumane shit. And not to say that this is less of an issue, but then you bring up old issues. It's like, okay, people at the border trying to get in, they running from safety, they need safety abuse, and they need all this type of shit. Then it's like, hey, y'all forgot y'all female rapper got a husband that's in trouble with, you feel me?
England?
No, you got a female rapper whose husband is in trouble with. He's in
female
trouble.
Deflection.
Yeah, it's like the yo, y'all fucked up. Y'all got hate. Let the people in. Let the people in. It's like, hey, wait. To throw that off real quick. Mm-hmm. We finna bring the victim on the most popular talk show that comes on either before or after the news.
Hey, that should've been on. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. Some things, as fucked up as they may be, and we go sit there and say it's a system, it's the people, it's the this, it's that.
Shit just
at the end of the day, sometimes you gotta hold the host accountable. Like you gotta be able to, and I get it, it's your job. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you gotta be able to like, come on, man, y'all tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't got nothing to do with nothing today.
Fact.
But the other way you have to look at it as far as like outside of empathizing with the people at the border.
Right.
As far as being a citizen or whatever the case is, it's like, yo, I understand. It's a lot of them. I understand. They came right here,
right.
They have this. I understand all of that. But at the end of the day, if we do, then all them other niggas that come from Mexico on a regular basis, we gotta let them in too. We can't change the law. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't change the rules.
It's under. That's when you.
That's when you create some type of clause, some type of sanction, some type of.
It's like a.
But the argument that's gonna bring is like, God damn, why y'all niggas don't do that for us?
Facts. Yeah, you right, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's all. I feel like it's all the unfairness in certain shit because people don't have a problem with certain clauses, certain shit that's in place. It's more of a this person could do it, but when this other person do it to claiming this same situation, it's more like fuck out of here. It's like damn. Granted, they not necessarily coming from Haiti. They coming from Rio, Chile, and all that other stuff. But at the same time, it's like, okay, if they leave the place that they was initially at, that y'all invited them to, and now y'all want to get rid of them because y'all resources are getting low. Essentially, they got to go back to the place that is in shambles right now. So they still technically seeking their asylum because if they go back over there, they gonna be in a fucked up situation. So before they even go over there, it's like more like, we going this way.
What's crazy is though, like they're just showing you how strong Zoes is. Don't
talk that shit.
March from South fucking
talk
America
that shit.
through Mexico.
Facts.
These niggas are walking through Mexico.
They walking
and vibing
for weeks, for days.
Do y'all
pregnant
see
women
that they
and everything.
vibing? They've been fed. They've been taken care of, and they've been told to keep pushing. And they done slid through that whole thing you call Mexico to try to get here.
I feel like at some point,
scary place, that same wild west area that
at some
niggas
point,
like niggas just getting bodied.
I ain't gonna lie. That's a bad entry. That's a bad entry point because the way Texas acting right now, I feel like I feel like at this point they'll be like, come on through. You got open carry and all type of shit. Bring y'all ass on.
Nah. But it's like, what you wasn't at me for?
Because they want to.
Well, it's still gotta be a law against
it's more
shit,
of a. Now it's gonna be more of a. It's more
of
a. You wanted to be in this bitch. We let you in, but look at the state y'all walking in. We can't act like Texas is one of the best states in the U.S.
Right, I get you.
So it's like it's more. It's just.
But it's not like these zones is actually okay. Let me walk in and let me walk through Texas to get to another state.
No.
Yo, let me in here and let me get regulated.
Yeah. Let me
like,
live.
I might have bread.
Else.
I might be able to get into my account if you just let me get to my computer.
They don't believe in that shit. They don't believe in. They don't believe somebody of that nationality or that culture could even be of that type of. You feel me? It's like you coming over here. You coming over here to be. You coming over here to take over. You coming over here to fuck up. You coming over here to take resources from the people from us. Not to mention you just brung over 12 to 10,000 people from a whole another country too. And now y'all got that in the media talking about they bringing over sicknesses and infections. The fuck is going on?
I don't know, man. A lot of things are out
It's
of
a bunch.
control,
It's a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess. Like
shit just be out of our control.
Don't put shit in place and have it looking one way, and then when somebody comes to take advantage of that thing that you put in place, you don't want to give it to them.
I mean, but that's just like having a job, though. As soon as I get the job, you telling me that there's room for promotions and shit like that, and then once I see a promotion available for me, I ask for it. You tell me, unfortunately, we can't give it to you right now. Why'd you do that to me?
That's better because they'll tell you, nah, seniority, somebody else in the higher that been here longer for you going for it.
But then a new nigga come in and get the goddamn job. All of us is looking like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but you still gotta understand that'd be a new nigga to y'all, not a new nigga from.
Oh, to the company itself.
It'd be another nigga from another branch probably come in. So it's still seniority, but in this case it's more of a no. Like damn, bro, like you put this shit in place. It's more like all you can eat buffet, but you can only eat this. The fuck? Like you get all come over here where you can be free, and then you come over here and it's like not technically.
I mean, but shit. Even while you're here. That's not technically.
That's what I mean. But when you over there wishing and dreaming of whatever they over here selling, and then you get over here and they tell you, nah, not exactly. It was the sauce.
Bro, you should have been reading, bro. We've been told that.
Damn, that shit. But
this ain't the 80s and 70s. It ain't that no more.
Right. And it's like
it ain't just you only hearing music and saying the music is amazing though.
Right. It's so fucked up.
But at the end of the day, for anybody who does try to come here, it's like, yo, I am coming to a better living because I don't ever see y'all living like the rest of the world. Mm-hmm. Y'all have never lived like the rest of the world. Maybe in some rural areas,
but when you think
or maybe after tragedy, but.
Not forever and not
forever and not just made out of dirt. And not no shit where y'all got absolutely no power. Y'all still gotta strive. There's
some people fail to realize. Some people fail to realize some of them rural countries and shit.
Well, once like this.
Not even once like this. This is the reason why those countries are like that. I.e., you feel me? People revolutionized and fought against. So now it's like every time you over here trying to fight back. You feel me? Because like I say, motherfuckers be like, you feel me? People fought, revolutionized, and got their independence and all the other shit, and still people like USA, Canada, France still find a way to put their feet on people's necks at the same time. You lost. Same shit with the Confederate. You lost, and you still find a way to take shit over. So it's like y'all kicked their ass, and still with the power that they still had, even though they lost, they still made it their business to stick the knife in y'all back. So it's like, we lost, but we gonna take y'all resources to pay for what we lost.
It's like a nigga that lose a fight, and then after everything's settled or whatever, he get a cheap shot, and you like, the fuck, all right, man, you know what?
Right.
Yo, if I gotta smash you again, I will, but right now I'm gonna let you live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's more like
not
a
even
nigga
let you
losing.
live, but
it's like a nigga losing the fight, getting his cheap shot, and then everybody say that he won. So now everybody looking at you like you the loser, you the soft.
Nah. It's more so of a he lost and nobody ever speak on the loss.
That too, yeah.
Nobody's acknowledging the loss. Like that fight didn't even count.
And then if you acknowledge it, you got people that's like, nah, he won because he got the last lick.
Exactly.
Because it's like, it's like I can't say we because I'm not as old, but it's like, and for the sake of the conversation, we kicked y'all ass, and instead of doing what y'all supposed to did, as far as y'all losing, the result of y'all losing, y'all flipped it on us, and made us y'all made us reap the fucking, y'all made it to our detriment that we won and rebelled against the situation. So now whenever instead of us being successful and actually being able to scribe independently like we should be able to, y'all made sure that we was never able to. So even though y'all took and put us in, even though y'all put us in debt, took bread from us to pay y'all debt,
they made it a situation where you won at a price, and the price was real buzzard. But
real buzzard shit.
You got what you wanted. You wanted to be free, now you free.
Same reason why motherfuckers walk around waving this fucking red and blue flag with stars on the X, but y'all got y'all ass kicked. You around here proudly celebrating the loss. You flaunting the whole loss. Whenever these people sit here and actually get somebody who's genuine and kind enough to actually say, yeah, here go your helping hand. You got people like here, like, yo, if you help them, we gonna fuck you up. And so it's like, yo, it's a fucked up situation. That's why shit is more of it's like, damn. It's to the point where you tie our hands so much in our own country that we fought for that we gotta come over here and you still want to let us over here. And if you do, we still fucked up. It's just a better fucked up. You literally punishing somebody for winning. For kicking your ass.
Man, we gonna catch up with y'all tomorrow.
It's about to get real. There's no reason why Louisiana shouldn't be Haiti. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000 with you. What? Or Nebraska, or Montana, or anything bought in the Louisiana Purchase. Anything bought then should be predominantly Haitian, bro. But no, what was able to happen? A nigga lost, ran, and sold his shit. And who had to pay for that shit being sold? And who had to pay for that shit being damaged in the fight? Haiti. What the fuck? How are you even able to do that? How are you able to get your ass kicked and lose some shit and then still sell it?
I'm proud of you.
Bomb. There you go. But with that being said, thank you for another episode. Man. Thank you for listening. You feel me? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. It's been episode 13 of Joint Conversations. And remember, it's just conversation. Not that one, though. That was a real topic.
Every time I roll up, you be with the shits. Why I can't just chill without the other shit? You be all up in my phone when I put it down. I was about to get a 7, now I need an ounce. When I leave, you call my phone. When you coming back,